The Persistent, Episode 2.
Weeks have passed since Mark's stalking stopped, and Rachel tries her best to move on. However, an unsettling feeling lingers, and inexplicable occurrences begin to haunt her life. It starts innocently enough, a flicker of movement in the corner of her eye, a chill down her spine, and a feeling of being watched, even in the safety of her own home.
One night, as Rachel walks her dog Luna under the dim glow of the streetlights, she senses a presence trailing behind her. She tries to shake off the feeling, attributing it to paranoia. But the footsteps seem to echo her own, growing louder and more insistent. In a sudden surge of fear, Rachel glances over her shoulder and catches a glimpse of something chilling. Glowing eyes peering at her from the darkness. The eyes are hauntingly familiar, reminiscent of the same glowing gaze she saw during Mark's stalking episodes. Her heart pounding, Rachel picks up the pace, urging Luna to move faster. However, the footsteps behind her match her every move, closing in with an unnerving persistence. Panic consumes her as she races home, the feeling of being pursued refusing to wane. Finally safe behind her locked doors, Rachel tries to steady her trembling hands. She convinces herself that it's all in her head, perhaps a lingering trauma from her past experiences. But she can't shake the image of those glowing eyes, imprinted on her mind like a nightmarish tattoo. As the days pass, the ominous presence persists. Rachel finds herself constantly glancing over her shoulder, afraid to be alone in the dark. Her once vibrant smile now carries a hint of dread, as though she's seen something unspeakable and can't erase the memory. Night after night, the glowing eyes torment her dreams, infiltrating her subconscious like a malevolent spirit refusing to release its grip. She wakes up in cold sweats, unable to differentiate between reality and the nightmarish realm that haunts her sleep. Even in the safety of her home, Rachel feels an unseen force watching her. Her belongings disappear and reappear in odd places, making her question her own sanity. Luna, usually the epitome of calm, begins to bark at empty corners of the room, her hackles raised as if she senses an intruder. Rachel confides in her friends, sharing the chilling encounters with the glowing-eyed spectre. They offer comfort, attempting to rationalize the experiences as coincidences or figments of her imagination. But deep down, Rachel knows she isn't imagining things. Something lurks in the shadows, and it won't rest until it consumes her. Determined to understand the origin of the haunting, Rachel delves into research about paranormal phenomena. She discovers tales of malevolent spirits known as the Watchers, entities drawn to fear and vulnerability. Their glowing eyes signify their insatiable hunger for human emotions. With every piece of information she uncovers, Rachel becomes more convinced that she is dealing with a malevolent force beyond the realms of the living. She seeks solace in the words of a renowned psychic medium, who confirms her fears. A vengeful spirit has indeed attached itself to her, feeding off her fear and distress. The medium warns Rachel that these entities can be relentless, and confronting them may lead to dire consequences. Yet, Rachel is determined to face the malevolent spirit head-on, believing that only by understanding its intentions can she find a way to break free from its torment. As night falls and the veil between the living and the dead grows thin, Rachel prepares for a heart-wrenching seance that will forever change her perception of reality. The stage is set for a confrontation with the vengeful spirit in the hope of finding the truth and reclaiming her life from the clutches of the unknown.
But what happens next? Find out in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe. See you